Suffice it to say that within everyone there exist tiny structures whose job it is to convert glucose, blood sugar, into energy. The conversion takes place in tiny factories known as mitochondria. It is understood that without these conversion factories, energy, and therefore life itself, cannot exist.
The life crystal enabled me to replicate the energy level which existed on this planet when the sun was young. Once you crystallize a genetic crystal, they have their own characteristics. There is no two life crystal which is alike. Every life crystal is different, and they all have their fingerprint. See, the engine of life, the 4-carbon nitrogen bond, as the nitrogen transfers the energy to the carbon, the lighter carbon is oscillating around the heavier nitrogen. It's an oscillator, it's an energy transducer. And it's very interesting because every form of life have exactly the same engine, the same chemical formula. And this really led me to believe that light has intelligence, and without intelligent light, this frequency could have not evolved. And of course, the question comes up, who put that intelligent light in there? And whoever put it in, whether you want to call it the breath of the universe or the breath of God, it's up to the individuals what they believe. This is really so beautiful because you can see really the neuron fibers, neuron endings, the neuron fiber and the neuron ending at the tip. And it's alive, you can see. As you can see the life crystal here in action, you can see the enormous amount of energy is released. Life crystal itself is rebuilding, restoring, rejuvenating. Now we are in a terrible shape because we are living in a poisoned world. Not only the air, but the food and the drugs, everything we use is poisoned. Okay? Like take for all the antibiotics, produced by fungus and yeast processes, and all those yeast winds up in our bloodstream. But you take life crystal now in a pure form, free of all the chemicals, okay? And you provide it, providing these pure building blocks, bricks and mortars, to your system. You're rebuilding your cells, your aging cells rejuvenating. In 1982, when I had my first heart attack, and I had 3 more heart attacks after that, and Dr. Peace in El Paso, Texas, was ballooning me at Syria Medical Center. It took 3 hours just to open up my arteries partially because he couldn't get to the other arteries, and life crystal cleaned it out for me. And today my aorta dilation went from 39 to 46. Now this is all documented, it's on record. I got a new heart today. Now life crystal will all rejuvenate this, rebuild it. Now together with this, of course, it will rebuild your immune system. Basically, life crystal is really rebuilds. It's detoxified, it cleans out because it dissolves keratin, dissolves the sugar deposits and removes the cholesterol. Now in the United States, we have restrictions, so the only way we let this material come into the United States if there is an FDA permit. So we do everything legally. The risk factors is 0. There is absolutely no risk factors because nothing is toxic. Now the life crystal itself, the adenosine phosphate, has been approved by even the US FDA decades ago. Okay, so there is no risk factor there because you're talking the basic building blocks of your DNA molecule in an ultra pure form. When I make a single crystal, a genetic crystal from these materials, it's got to be ultra pure, otherwise I could not make a monocrystals out of them.